Representatives of the diplomatic corps, traditional rulers and senior legal practitioners are attending this symposium on international humanitarian law and armed conflict in Abuja.
Discussants this morning, thank you for being.
The crux of the discussion is how to protect the rights of civilians and other non-combatant in armed conflict zones. To begin the conversation, the host emphasizes the imperative of the subject, which is international humanitarian law and armed conflict, an African perspective.
This has become even more urgent in the light of recent happenings across Africa. We all know that. Characterized by insecurity, violence, the return of military takeovers, and overall escalation of armed conflicts. This complicity of conflicts, as we currently witness in some countries in Africa, are precisely the issue that pose challenges to international humanitarian law.
According to the 2022 Human Rights Watch report, human rights violations is on the rise in at least 26 African countries, including Nigeria, Cameroon, Chad, and Central African Republic. In Nigeria, the National Human Rights Commission received over 1.7 million complaints of human rights violations in 2021 alone. Many of these violations include torture, extrajudicial killings, and unlawful arrests and detention.
Talking from perspective of...
The panel discussion focuses on how to address the challenge of human rights abuses.
One of the ways to curb armed conflict is that to ensure that those who engage in them are properly punished and brought to book. And if people are not punished or brought to book, they'll continue to abuse the rights of others.
I believe that with the Permanent International Criminal Court at The Hague, and with the evangelism we do today, I believe that a lot of persons who violate rules of IHL in Africa must and will be punished.
However, the keynote speaker underscores the reason for the spike in armed conflicts in Africa.
From Mali to Guinea, from Burkina Faso to Niger Republic, and of recent, in Gabon. What are the causes of these conflicts? Such taking up of arms. To me, against oppressors, I do not regard it as a coup d'etat. I regard it as good riddance to bad rubbish.
The keynote speaker, who warns against military intervention in any of the African countries where the military has ceased power, also has another message for African leaders.
Your Excellency, Secretary General, help me convey my very strong message to African leaders to give governance, good governance to the people, and where they are not ready for the gains, they should be ready for the pains.
There is a surge in armed conflicts on the African continent, which has led to the violation of fundamental human rights of most citizens. Many hope that the recommendations from this symposium will prefer solutions to this problem.